Halong Bay is one of the natural marvels of Vietnam. More than 3,000 islands rise from the clear emerald waters of the Gulf of Tonkin in an area of 1,500 square kilometres. The islands in this World Heritage Site contain beaches and grottos created by wind and waves. Halong means where the dragon descends into the sea, and legend has it that the islands were created when a great dragon who once lived in these mountains thrashed his tail.
As you can see behind me, this is where the dragon's tail came and tore out all the land between the rocks and created Halong Bay.
We were here with John Gray, the founder of sea canoes in Thailand, the Philippines and Vietnam.
Okay, well, it's part of the largest coral reef in history that runs all through Southeast Asia, and that's about 300 to 600 million years old, so it goes back a little ways. Since it's limestone, which is what coral turns into, it tosses and tumbles and turns around, and there's rivers that run through here. If you look on the nautical charts, you can see the rivers quite plainly. This limestone has been up and down and back and forth and tumbled around. The coal has mixed in with it. There's a lot of lignite coal in the region, so that's what gives it the black look. The rain percolates down, and it really mixes the place up a lot. It makes it very unique and unusual, and you can see almost anything you want to. It's like the clouds.
John Gray has brought his sea canoes to this region, not only to show visitors the spectacular limestone rocks, but to also encourage environmental awareness. Increased traffic is inevitable, but mass tourism has yet to reach Halong Bay, and conservation is being encouraged now.
Plastic bags are pretty bad because turtles eat them and then they die. So every time you throw a plastic bag in the water, folks should think they're killing a turtle. We came up here in '92. May '92 was our first trip up here.
What was that like? What was here when you got here?
Well, it was really difficult getting here. The bridges weren't built yet, so you had ferries. And every time you'd come to a ferry, it'd take about 2 hours. So it was a full day's drive just to get here, which has kept the place pretty well protected up till now. And now that it's World Heritage Site, I think that they've got a fighting chance of protecting it if they don't allow too many of these large group tours in here. And of course the bay is so expansive. It's anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 islands depending on the tide. So there's a lot of opportunities and places. You don't really have to destroy it like's been happening in Phuket.
You can't appreciate the scale of Halong Bay until you paddle through these waters. With sea canoes, you can camp overnight and wake up at first light to explore cave after cave, beach after beach, island after island. There are lakes, waterfalls, and a myriad of wildlife. Tours can also be taken in a traditional junk. You can also stay in one of the many hotels on the lake shore.
The whole concept is to enfranchise local people so that they have a vested interest in the environment, and they'll then protect it. It isn't an outsider coming in waving a finger telling people to protect an area without providing any economic alternatives. So what we're doing is we're creating economic alternatives. We're giving people new opportunities for ownership, opportunities for management. And to do that, we practice the most enlightened management possible. One of the things we do is we provide free training, and it's very science-oriented. The whole concept is to develop a local person into a guide who can teach science to a Westerner.
Exploring Halong Bay will also bring you up close to the local people, the fishing families and the sea gypsies who roam this stretch of coastline.
Captain.
All that was left was to slowly cruise into the sunset.